arrangements are made, my king and queen. Yes. Your meeting with the United Nations will begin soon, and Agent Johnson and Kyle will be arriving shortly to escort you to the meeting. Ah, my friends. I hope I'm not cutting that time. Yes, it is a bad time, actually. Legacy. The king and queen are out to address the news about their, the Inhumans. Yes, yes, if you wish to, we'll wait until we return, of course. But what do you hope to gain from this meeting? I'm asking. We hope this will help for educate the humans that their bad attempts to deal with the situation and their inability to stop terrorist units like Hydra from kidnapping our people and using for their own nefarious purposes is nefarious purposes. It won't not. Yes, of course. See, of course, my king and queen. What do you think the evolution? What do you mean? In my experience as a former human living amongst the outside world, I guess my that the government rarely cares about such matters, but they only care about from your own personal endeavors. If they refuse to hear you, don't be afraid to really speak your mind. Your mind. I'll take your word. Advisement, Legacy. Now, if you excuse us, we must go. Listen, you. I don't know what you hope to gain by these surprise visits of yours, but if you think you can force the king and queen to act out amongst their own nature, then you're so wrong. King Medusa and King Blood are the only two rules of Atlan. If you're trying to muscle in, then you'll earn for a world of hurt Maximus, his own over Maximus. I thought I'm fully aware of Maximus' demands and endeavors in trying to rule Adam, but that's not my intention at all. I just merely wish to further educate my fellow Inhumans on my own on my own experiences and the experiences of my ancestors that lived through me. You have nothing to fear from me, I assure you, Gorgon. We'll see about that. My king, my queen. Carnite, it's good to see you, old friend. And you too, Agent Johnson. King Buffalo wishes to further thank you for your endeavors. Now on helping protect our people. I just wish I can. I was able to do more for you, King Blackbolt. You have done the best that you could. Good. Yes, we also you should know that he's also when we passed Agent Colston, your friend Rick, we mourn the loss and also mourn the loss of Max Modell. We were aware of his endeavors to create a human cure. Although we weren't fully in favor of it, but we do understand the purpose of it. You understand that all Inhumans that go through the chains do not wish to remain inhuman. We must understand their indeed, brothers. Indeed. See, old friend. We must try to replace him. Yes, I've been fearful of after my. I've been meditating a lot on my past failures regarding one of saving our fellow humans from Lash. My host, we hold up. You don't apologize. I'm sure you did your best, old friend. My best wasn't enough. Nonsense. You had no idea that Lash would be there. Yes. Yes. Although at least I will be able to use our humans for our people for own. Although I wish we could have saved without relying on Lash to. For Lash could kill them all. But what's the wonder? Why would Hydra gather us Inhumans in the first place? Yes. We are aware that Hydra has always been interested on recruiting enhanced people to join their cause, but then on that matter, why? Well, you should know that. Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, King Battle, that Hydra, that Hydra's true goal is to revive an ancient inhuman demigod that they served for centuries. Baffle believes that he knows the Inhuman known as Hive. You know him, yes. Yes, the name Hive has been echoed amongst the ancient corridors of Atlan. Yes, a story of Hive has passed down through Black Bolt's family bloodline through generations. Yes, you see, it was Black Bolt's ancient earliest ancestors, and who fought alongside your actually who led the Inhuman and Human army against Hive when he tried to take over. I mean our ancestors our ancestors fought alongside, like we have won in the past. Exactly. Your ancestors and King Backwards ancestors managed to convince the humans to fight alongside the humans to help vanquish Hive. After we were successful in trapping Hive in that obelisk, it was when the divide again humans really took root. So, seeing there's no more common enemies that we battle, humans started to fear all Inhumans, which led later on led to our people in Kars and Atalan ever since. Well, don't worry. He managed to prevent Hive's resurrection. I destroyed all traces of Hydra's goals to complete their century-old mission. Our own people examined the remains of that Hydra facility after kind of reported what happened. Although it seemed like you quite a number on it. We fear that you think that Hydra actually now actually succeeded in resurrecting Hive, perhaps, we must go to the United States. Of course, the Quinjet is already fueled up and ready to take you there. Of course, we'll take us Agent Johnson. Let's see how you did your news. You see behind me. Members of the United States and the Earth Security Council are all gathering together to hear out the pleas of the human head members of the human royal family, mainly Queen Medusa, or just Queen Medusa, because Bravo cannot speak. If he did, well, I need to say that you won't be anywhere near that when that happens. I assure you. Ignorant humans, when they mock King Bubble's power like that. I don't think that's what that was her intention. Well, on, perhaps I'm just too in this matter. Hey, we saw you talking to this weird guy in a weird uniform. Who was that? That was Legacy, another Inhuman who received his abilities during the Terrigen Wave incident. His humanity allowed him to connect with his ancestors, who were also Inhumans. He used to be a former human crime boss, but until he was blessed with Terrigenesis, or so he claims. Yes, he claims that he wishes to counsel us on how to deal with this new world that we live in. Although we believe that he has more sinister intentions in mind, of course, the Queen. Well, I'm sure Queen Medusa can see through his lies. I hope. Let's hear hope. Hope. My fellow human beings. Once again, we are gathered together to address a crucial matter. That matter is the rise of who? Rise of as individuals. This world itself, as we our studies a complete head count, and it determined that the number of enhanced people was made up of the human mutant and enhanced and other enhanced individuals. Particularly determined that the number of enhanced individuals was both the human and human population far outnumbers that of the human population. And such that news has put a lot of us out rest. I can speak for ourselves. And such, there's lots of many government organizations and other anti-government human groups to act on their own accord to cause death and destruction wherever we go, mainly attacking the human population. Now, and such also led to a new terrorism threat, the rise of superhuman trafficking. That's right, superhuman not taking root. Before one of the main national security issues that we dealt with was human trafficking, along with drug abuse, terrorism, women's now in human trafficking. Now we get word like known terrorist threats such as AIM and Hydra are rounding up Inhumans and selling them on the black market to raise a profit, forcing those enhanced individuals to fight for their petty causes, causing distress. Of course, as a man who has seen firsthand on how aggressive matters can lead to more problems when it was just dealing with the mutant problem, I am a bias in this matter. Although a lot of you insist that we uphold what superheroes straight out. now of course, since my, so of course I'm not the only one who has makes most of this matter. For others here, of course, but now yes, I must now justify to the members of the human royal family, thus King Bob and Queen Medusa of Atalan. Thank you, President Kelly. My king, thank you, President Kelly, for your warm welcome. People, members of the human race, first of all, thank you for this opportunity to speak in front of you this very day. Very day. We understand that you are afraid. We understand that the news of the number of overwhelming concerns of Inhumans and mutants have left you in distress. As I we plead for you to allow us to matter. I know that you feel like this so-called superhuman is an answer, but we wish to plead for you that, and it's not. Oh, Matt, we've already made clear that if you help us send every Inhuman to Atom, and we will help take care of it. We will rebuild it. We will teach them how to control their powers. We don't need to. I object to that. You claim that you understand our fears, but yet how can you truly understand? Because you live your entire lives with powers. You even before your powers manifested, you lived a life of being part of an enhanced race of superhumans. How can you understand where you're going who without any powers at all? You take nothing. You're right. Our apologies, but hear us out. You hear us out, you freaks. You just come most into our thing. You know, especially you're wrong, and everything. I agree. You think that your precious city can hold all those Inhumans? Our people, our agencies have informed us that your precious satellite city is not big enough to hold every human that was created during the Terrorism Week incident, and for those and for those who don't wish to remain in the city, if we aware not every human wishes to live in our city, but refuses to leave their homes and their homes behind and their families behind. That's why we are our chief of teachers who has spent years training new Inhumans to control powers more capable of training, and once determined under powers that they can fully control their powers, they will be allowed to live amongst their homes. And yes, this first time, we agree that the MNW's methods of dealing with is too aggressive, but we cannot let these Inhumans run freely amongst their own. Just if we allow these your people to run in our own cities, we'll only run out of time for human groups like Hydra and AIM who do not share our views of peace and security can abduct them anytime and use them, experiment on them, and use them against us. The fact remains, your kind are nothing more than weapons, nothing more, nothing less, and we, that's why we propose that you allow the government of the world to gain full control of Atalan, allow us to assist in expanding Atalan and allowing our troops, our MARD troops to secure your city. That is not necessary. Atalan's own security team is more imperfect to keep our people safe. We don't need your assistance. Yet Atalan is no longer considered disfavored. Atalan is pretty vested on our shores. As such, you now fall under our jurisdiction. Insolent humans! I said easy, Gorgon. We must. I suggest we. That's backbolt about, and I consider that treason. You please, we must keep our heads about it. Presently, you are clearly no longer fit. You may at one time, you've done anything possible to keep your fellow humans safe from. I assure you, my intent is to keep our people safe from human friends hasn't changed. Although how I come out has changed quite immensely. Precisely what means we're only fit to handle this matter. I say we perhaps a revote is what do you mean? Perhaps a new president to be elected. Like your secretary, yes, he understands sense the gravity of the situation and has been in full support of our as Secretary Senator Nadira and other officials that support her. I for one, yes, you are going to invite the people that were affected by the we're going to ask for these powers. See, we said that if you do it, you will also handle ourselves as Inhumans in your hands. You're what Inhumans, we're just doing. We are running this world. Instrument enough. Just you think you're kind of. No, we Inhumans we have determined the fate. It was for us, a Inhuman higher God will rule years for days to come. We have enough. Great. Back up, listen, Pound. Ethan Johnson, you are only as a lead on between Shield and me. But my days are put down. You're not proud right now. Listen, freeze. Oh, I said, enough. Secure prayers here. I think I'm supposed to go. Now, this is over. Quote. But you think about ISIS, a walker's upon you. Listen, Blackwell, you can destroy it. I say a single word. I say put a walker on the sky. You dare mess up my husband? Insolence. Oh, that's a handle right now. Oh, that could have gone better. I could have gone better. What was it thinking? Attacking? I agree. I feel just ever since this legacy, you have been acting more ever since, my queen. As we all see it. Anyways, look. Legacy is not the bad guy. He has given us good advice about these. Yet you're all in his place good. I guess he gave you advice on how about attacking humans if they refuse to listen to your point of view. And you attacked you. Although I thought those humans were out of line, how they think they know what's best for our people. But it's not helping anything, my queen. Don't assume, I am your queen, and you will do what I say, as well as what you just. But both. I think I want. Perhaps I think nice order. What you suggest, Agent Johnson. I think we should pay a visit to a mutant who has spent his entire life fighting for peace between humans and mutants and human beings. But I heard he's also fighting for support you guys in your peace. Who might that be? Charles Xavier. Charles Xavier. Now do you summon me legacy? Yes, Scorpio. My allies in the council informed me that you have done some good work for them in the past, supporting heavy. There's something hidden for now. Attacking, assassinating anyone who has common racism and has silenced them. So I think you can. What do you want from me? Although I fear that my influence is going deeper than I expected between myself and Medusa, I remember as well. So trust me, as that matters need to be taken. Listen. I think it's time that the human world got removed from the picture, if you know what I mean. In order to ensure the country's investment over the inhuman and super and mutant population. Population. And I have to, so you want me to assassinate the royal family? Not all of them. As many as you can. Possibly, but we will keep out all your prime targets. Only them most fit. I have on good afraid that they're headed towards the Xavier Institute. You'll find them there. The Xavier Institute. But also mean that you and the rest of the councilmen will want me to eliminate Professor Xavier as well. Exactly. Very, very well then. Consider it done. Here we are. We say truly is not to agree with my husband. However, he has been I heard he also is doing Inhumans as well. Yes, yes, we are aware of that. And we accept him considering his record of taking care of his own kind. Here they come, Professor. Yes, I see, Scott. Ah, welcome, welcome, Queen Medusa, King Blackwell, Trident, Gorgon, and Agent, and Carnot, and you, Agent Carnot Shield. It's good to see you again, you too, Professor. Alita I'm so glad you finally decided to accept my invitation and visit my humble school. I'm sure you all remember Hank McCoy and Scott Summers. Yes, we have. Your school seems vaguely less time we pay a visit, Professor. Why that? Of course, as I was a good question that most of my X-Men are off on missions, assisting the government and in their mission to help maintain peace between our three fractions. So help make sure that none of our kind needs out of line. I think we all agree that the Terrigen Wave incident has caused a lot of unmet amongst the human and human mutant and human fractions. Indeed, Professor. Yes. Yet I sense that the reason for your visit is because you feel like you're not meeting your expectations. You can say that. I mean, I've been trying to create a team of Inhumans that works for Shield, trying to show to humans that Inhumans can be proactive and protecting, fighting, protect not only their own kind but humankind as well. And although as I've successfully informed of Secret Warriors, I feel that we have yet aspired real change. And yes, and I'm sure you. Yes, we have seen your report. You see, I say your has been very concerned. That's why we're here to help, because you were experienced in this matter of fighting for protection of your kind through diplomacy. We, of course, welcome me. Hey, McCoy, I'm sure you have more important matters, so I'll leave it to you. Very well, Professor. We'll leave it to you then. Look at Logan. With all these new Inhumans checking into the Xavier School, it's hard to imagine that these they all seem like mutants to me. Hey, easy, Cajun. The distinction between humans and mutants is easily determined. I mean, sure, these humans have powers similar to ours, but there are certain traits that make them different to mutants. So these thought that the school no longer houses this mutants anymore. Now they are humans. Yet there are no humans yet. Why is that? Professor Xavier was going to leave school for normal people to attend, but ever since the Terrigen Wave hit, that was... And look at that, eh? Looks like we have some new faces here, no? Well, if it isn't Remy LeBeau and Wolverine of the X-Men. Yeah, well, Gorgon, friend, long time no see, eh? Yeah, it's long time. I don't suppose you guys are here looking for a rematch. That's looking to clean up your reputation after us X-Men, us mutants, marked the 4 of you Inhumans. So remember, you said me right before we learned that that little war was being caused by Ultron. It was the humans that were mobbing the 4 of you mutants. We can agree to disagree, but if you want to settle that, we always looking for a rematch. I wouldn't mind exercising my system amongst you X-Men, as long as we don't take it too far. I'm always up. Yes, it'll be an honor to fight alongside you X-Men without such stakes. I'm up for a little showdown. Yeah, me too. I'll call in Fords and see get the things room ready for a little R&R session. You know what I mean? You know what you mean. Bring it on. Hey, Karnak, me and Tryon are gonna challenge the next one to a little showdown. You wanna join? I think I'll simply meditate with Mr. McCoy here. Yes, we are taking part in some Tai Chi were stimulate the mind and bring past, even deal with these past 2 events. I think some time to calm our minds and our bodies is good for all of us. Yeah, you do that, Hank. But for me, fighting is my way to calm my nerves. That's just me. Very well then, Logan. We'll leave it to you then to do barbaric fights and fights and yes, yeah. Something wrong with me? I don't think so. I understand your concerns. When the world first went into the existence of mutants, there's a lot of unrest and uncertainty amongst the human world. Many human organizations have took it upon themselves to do what they need to do to help keep their people and their families safe from our kind. Mainly organizations that will work for Senator President Kelly, such as Trash the Worthington Industries, took it upon themselves to create weapons that could hurt our kind, inhibit our powers, as well as create machines that almost foretold the end of all things. Yeah, we're aware of all that stuff, but so how would you cope with it? With the pressure and balancing diplomacy and espionage all at the same time? I mean, I'm a spy, but even I've done that. You'll find, Johnson, once people are doing anything, although I led my X-Men to do battle with all sorts of different human organizations that do, I have tried my best also to try to address those that run this world, that we're not enemies of. Oh, I have that battle against or that they represent. I tried, and because we for our safety is, of course, how did you convince the human, even though I showed them, I told them that the reason why we acted the way we did was because we believed that they were, of course, they took it upon themselves to do it, and I told them that I tried to convince them that their actions that tried to take against it will also mean to do as well. It's about trying to see things from their point of view as well. That was the trick. When I created this school for gifted youngsters, I wanted to create a safe haven for my people to use their powers and learn to master without the fear of human involvement. Anonymity, of course, was the first, and we believe that's why we created a city to protect our kind safe. We also fought, but of course, now he's when Inhumans one of the reasons of our Atalan. Yes, of course, I too. When the world wonders of the Xaviers, I too had to adapt. To try to convince them that my school was created for the means of creating a divide between humans and mutants to provide a safe haven for me, for our kind, to control us, as well as sort of human population. The humans that my school was only meant to educate students, not to train an army. Yes, I was at honestly, it made it hard for them not to think that. Yeah, and I just want I basically want to do what you do, Professor. I want to create a program where I can teach the human how to control powers. When I felt like a monster, I changed my own skin. Now I wouldn't be a human truly means that and I'm part of something bigger than myself. It was when I first became a mutant. I was too afraid of my powers. But after I learned to control master my abilities, I learned, and when I learned I was part of a great. I too craved such ambitious Agent Johnson. But one must be careful not to rush too quickly. When I created the Xavier Institute, I knew I had to take my time, take it slow, carefully plan each detail out to make sure that nothing interfere. It makes it. There's more to it. At least, and indeed, Agent Johnson. I find it, but the thing I wasn't. You see, your mission was based on Shield. The Shield that you have taken to support you. How can you really help if you're also working for another organization that mostly of humans that choose to use Inhumans to help out? What do you mean? Well, I'm not. It's that in my of Logan, Shield's methods on dealing with world crisis has always been in the best interest of others. they have, it's I admit that Shield's methods of handling global threats is not always legitimate and honest, but we do care indeed. And even if you really want to create a profitable environment where you can teach, you have to withdraw yourself from Shield. You must realize that Shield isn't the solution to this problem. That we always, if you're a new human, if you there's any hope, if you have hope that there's probably that you can create peace between if your kind and that of human using kind, you must take certain manners to ensure confidence. You must give the humans the confidence that you can have, and show them that you aren't the villains that they say that you claim to be. Show them that you can be trusted. Offer them on all brands as you will, nor any peace. Thank you. Pink Babel, thanks you, Professor. This visit has been very educational. I hope it has been. Alright, I hope you alright, because we're about to show you what it truly means to be an X-Men. And we'll show you what it truly means to be a member of the human world. Ready to try it? Indeed. Force. Is everything all set? Ready to go, Logan. Everything's all set. Let's fight, dude. Alright, bring it on. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, ice time. Dude. Hey, try it. You know that you live in that your powers come from an element that can easily be chilled to about 0 minus 0 degrees. Yes, I'm aware. I spend but I have swam in with coral waters on Atalan, so I am able to use my physique to shield myself from the full hex of your abilities. Whoa, so boy, dude, bring it on. Dude. Is that all you got? Dude. So I got more than me. Name's Gambit. Remember it. I know who you are. Look at him go. As I get in there, and it's still all about. Shoot. Dude. Alright, you guys want to train? I'll give you guys something to really train over it. Shoot. Oh boy, now take this. Ice baby, whoa, dude, dude, it's not bad. Not bad yourself. Yeah, dude, what the, Logan, Gorgon, what the pew? Hey, Forrest, you told down here, this is a proper trip. This is a fight session. What's going on here? I'm sorry, Logan. I summoned you from behind. I believe there's a true in the mansion, and troops, yes, he hijacked the train simulation for Cerebral, for Danger Room. I'll be out of the system. He set Danger Room system to its highest setting. I can't stop it. Good to know. Man, this thing's off the wall. Does this always happen to you when you train? Not always. I see. No mutant trains could destroy me. No offense. No, in this case, none taken. I don't. I guess out too. Help me, as I saw you're meditating. Yes, somebody's wrong. Wrong. Forward. I sense. Professor, I think someone has broken into my medicine. He has destroyed Santa's house. I can't stop it. Oh dear. What's going on? I'm afraid it's our friends. They appear to be trapped in the danger room and can't get out. We will go and assist. Forward isn't helping. Yes, go. What you say here? I fear this, Professor. What's going on? I have a fear that we have an intruder. Someone soon. An intruder. Where? I'm trying to use my telepathy to find him. But I sense that he's close. But I can't get a lock on him. Perhaps he has found a way to block my. If there is, he must have blocked away my telepathy. I can't set him anywhere. What the? Professor, I'm fine. It's not. Daisy's safe. And John has saved me. There. Alright, pal. I don't know who you think you are, but you're gonna but you may have made a mistake attacking the professor in his own house. Scorpio, you know him? Not by reputation. He used to be a former Zodiac. The old Scorpio is a member of Zodiac. Just one reason. Yeah. Yes, I am not the Scorpio that used to be part of Zodiac. I am further in the process of building my own joint with the help of my allies. Why you come here? I have been hired to assassinate the King and Queen of Atalan. And you, Professor, you dare think Backbolt, my king. Professor, yes, of course. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Yes. Why you coming? Who hired you? Why you kill us? Sorry, quite confidentiality. You can understand, right? Instantly, your powers cannot affect me. I'm about to kill you. I see. What are you doing back out there? Taking a nap. We need help over here. Help. I'm getting out here now. I've made that work for us. It's not to handle any powers that down the line. Your message won't work. I worked on I can be a substance. Me too, Hank. Good thing you're here. Like, I'm trying to undo what this crew did, but I can't still walk it out. So we try. Allow me to be more sensitive. I can find weakness in anything, even Cerebro. In this device. I see. There are weak points right here. And right here. And here. Well, look at that thing. Look at that guy go. Yeah, that's crap. He knows how to make an appearance. And here. Not bad, Ninja Boy. Not bad yourself. But come, I fear that there's all merely distractions to keep us out of the way. Distracted for what? For Scorpio to kill the King and Queen of Atalan. No, wait, I don't know that. Come on, let's assist. Yeah, come on. You won't win it. Whatever you not succeed. We'll see about that. What's out? No. Scorpio, who are you behind that mask? Who are you really? No, get out of my head. Villain. He escaped. Professor. I am fine, Scott. Let's see. Are you okay? He is fine. Peter Scorpio shot at him has damaged his cerebral cortex. That's how good. It is a device that helps Blackwell control his powers. If it's not fixed, he'll be able to attack uncontrollably with his supersonic scream abilities. Yeah, I don't want to be. Trust me, my ears still ringing from the last time I was close to his attack. His attacks. Yes, I said. Blackwell has. His powers still. I don't. I am a master mechanic. Please, no offense, your mutant tech abilities can match that of a human tech. We are willing to try, if you're willing to allow us to help your friend, your king. I am willing. Do what you must for Blackbolt. Let's go, Lockjaw. Where's Lockjaw? Doesn't he go to teleporting? Is that one of the members of the teleporting? He's still back at Atlan. One of the members of the human royal family needs to stay behind and keep things running smoothly. And you trust a human dog thing to run your city. Hey, Lockjaw may not be like yourself, but he's just as capable. He has gained the respect of his people, and him, so you show respect to him as well. Okay. No offense, one of me. Sorry. We don't know why. That's what. Okay, he needs rest for now. As this news could. This is clearly not an accident. Someone wanted to. Anyone. Perhaps there's more than meets the eye. Indeed. We're going on and care to understand. But as you know, be careful. But that. We will take. Thank you for your assistance, X-Men. Yes, I hope. Remember, for one, you must see. Yes, I see that I might be wrong about a lot of things. What? You're booting me out? But Queen Medusa? No, Queen Medusa me. I always thought that your means of advice was meant to entice me to act on impulse like how I demonstrated. Your actions your words always cause a apparent fracture between being human and human fractions, human colonies. Colonies. You're thankful that the humans haven't heard folks worlds after my outburst. It's true. I take responsibility for my own actions, but you. Oh, I see that you will regret this, Queen Medusa. You and Black Bolt. My own was listening to your nonsense before. This is only the beginning. I assure you, this is only the beginning of what lies in store for you and your people. Mark my words. This is only the beginning. I guarantee you.